Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you a-okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl Debbie from down a yard? Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican cooking journey. Tons and tons of you are new right on over here. Special welcome to you and thank you so very much for joining the family. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of this journey and you're still here with me, what more can I say? Manners and respect. Now today, if you're on my live, last night you would have heard this. I want to share with you today a little Easter stew peas. Yeah? A little Easter version of stew peas. We're not going to use the pork in the stew peas here. No pork. So let me introduce to you, we'll be using some salt beef. Salted beef, I know a lot of you can get salt beef and some real high class salt beef. Salted beef as opposed to corned beef. Corned beef has a different flavor from salt beef. I will be using some smoked turkey neck. And remember, I did say on the live, I will show you the small packet of turkey neck, smoked turkey neck, 2, 4, 6, 7 little pieces, and it's $332.79 plus 16.5% tax. When you go to the cashier, they will add the tax. That's 7 little crumbs, a smoked turkey neck. That's what I could afford. But for you, if you're doing a lot, you can use a little more. No, make sure you don't want to go, make sure you're not going overboard with the smoked turkey neck in proportion. Let me try to explain this. This has smoked flavor, so we are going to blend smoked flavor with the salt beef flavor. This salt beef is was pre-soaked for how many hours? Twice. Okay, so this salt beef has its own flavor. This is smoked flavor, and I'll be using some chicken, but I'll show you how I'll be using the chicken. So I think these 7 little pieces to this amount of salt beef and the chicken that I have would be good. You know, one have too much of this in there. This smoke flavor, this amount of smoke flavor, turkey neck would be, or if you could get turkey wings, that would be good. Okay, so this is good enough to flavor this and this together. You don't want to do too much because you're going to have all smoked stew peas unless you do want that. Now, as I showed you before, we're going to be using some chicken and we're going to use the salt beef. Now, I want to show you, you want to make sure you look at your salt beef. I want to show you how you must go about your salt beef. Because we are going to be doing this video in 2 parts. 2 parts. Look at this. You want to remove all these from your salt beef. You don't want them in your stew peas. You see, they have to sell you as it is because this is how they buy it before they get it all cured. So you move that, and this is a piece of T-bone. You come back here. I'm just showing you how to clean, to trim. This is not clean. This is to trim your salt beef. Okay, you want to take all these off. Okay, you make sure you go do all these, take them off. You don't need them, right? I'm gonna be going finishing. I'm gonna go now, finish trim my salt beef and return. When I return, we'll proceed. There are some technical little things that I want to point out to you, so I may soon come. Okay, now family, we are back. This is our trimmings. This is our meat. Now, we don't have any control over this. If you notice here, we have 2 types of meat. These are okay to keep on, you know. These are okay. These are the ones where I want you all to try to take off. These thick and these like a slimy looking ones. Now, if you notice, you have 2 different types of meat. 2 different, look at this color. You notice this is light in pink and this is dark. You see that? This is how I bought 2 pounds, little less than a kilo to all them said the new measurement was. So what I did, I cut these, you know, more like, you know, a little bigger, and then you try to cut these like, let me show you. Okay, you cut it like this, and then you would cut like these, the pinker ones. So the pinker ones would be the softer, younger part. So in other words, you cut the pinker one in bigger chunks, because them young, so they're easier to cook. So the darker ones, most naturally, they are old. It's an older cow, so you cut it smaller, okay? And you know, when the thing done, you know, some taste barky and some soft and nice. So we're gonna leave it over there because it's salted meat and it has been soaked. Right, so but still I go get a rinse. And my water pressure, I don't know, so the water pressure it always I go on and wait for me. So make that stay over there. So I want to show you something now. This is our peas. This is the peas that I have. I'm going to show you now. From you look at these peas, you realize, family, so we in our worries with peas. Look at the water. It's soaking up. Normally when the peas soak, the color not come, the color, if the water is red, the peas still stay red. This is how the peas was, you know. And now it's different. Everything different now, I'm telling you, family. So that's why you have to do what you do your yard mostly. This is how the peas look. So it's soaked now and we have one little light brownish looking water. Now, when you see that starts to happen, we not under control because I walk about a look peas and I saw all of them stay. Make sure you have some little one a day. Beetroot to the rescue. If them look like them dry out and sitting in the fridge, leave them in some water to make them come rehydrated. Left them there, so we're not quite ready for them yet. Matter of fact, not until in part 2. Now, we're going to be putting our peas in our pot. Yeah. See? That's how the peas is looking. See that? There's no way we're going to end up with a red color stew peas. Alright. I saw it set nowadays. What we can do? Nothing. We have got to try to help ourselves. So to this now, we are going to be adding like 2 cloves of garlic. Okay, family? And the only thing outside of the garlic that we are going to be putting into this thing, get our flame up, is this salt beef. So we are going to put in the salt beef. This, so now remember saying I need not more in that, you know. The garlic and the salt beef. And you stir it up. You see it? This is quite clear. So you're not going to have no red stew peas. So that's why we have to have the camera girl shoot them up. No more than that. It covers it. You don't want a pressure. You got pressure force cooking. That is okay. You don't want when the thing don't cook a whole heap of long water left. No, man. No. Okay. So we have it right there. And we are going to proceed for cover it. So I will cover it here now and I will come back and show you something else how we are going to deal with the thing. See? Okay, now this is our smoked turkey neck. Now it should be trimmed and clean. Not really all that. Then could I do a better job still, but you're not supposed to walk up and down and trim up this after all that smoke. Then supposed to trim it before them smoke it. So what we're going to do here so now, it's supposed to be clean as it is that you can do what you want. But to me, I go just put a little rinse with little hot water, I guess afterward. And they should use gloves and all of them something to handle it, because it should be clean and then it should be trimmed clean and then smoked. So we are, guess what? We just going to rinse it off with little hot water to make sure say everything good. Leave it over there to drain. When it's properly drained, if any little trimmings, we trim it. Now we are on to our chicken. Okay? We are going to drain this chicken also. We want everything to properly drain. What I'm going to be doing with this chicken, I'm going to be giving this chicken just a little salt. Just little salt I'm going to use to season it up. Okay? And I'm going to be rubbing it around. Just a little salt. Just a little salt and a little paprika. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roast a little chicken, and in the meantime I'm going to preheat this Jessie over here because we are going to brown the chicken, slightly brown the chicken, and the smoked turkey neck. We're going to slightly give them a color, but I'm going to be doing the turkey neck first to get the smoke flavor in the oil. Then afterward, I'm going to do the chicken. Leaving that to drain. If any little trimmings, I'm going to trim it. I'm just going to rub this up with just a little salt and a little paprika, just to give it a nice little pretty color. Because you see what going in there, so the peas in the mama. I soon come. Okay, now this is my chicken. What me just rub up with just a little salt, so you know no flavor is there to this salt. Now give no flavor and paprika worse, just to get a little color. So you have used the wings. Me use piece of leg and me use piece of thigh. So if you want to use breast, you can use it. And I did remove most of the skins. Okay, one of the wings had the skins on. I removed most of the skins because sometimes the skins tend to have a little greasiness, and we don't want to grease us swim on top of the stew piece. Not nice at all. So look here. This is just it. And look here. We're in the kitchen and we are rolling, we are moving. You don't need to put on a plastic wrap over this and leave it in the fridge for marinate. Now, nothing at all. Nothing like that. Our oil is over here being preheated. Remember, we use a little hot water to rinse off these, so we don't want them, you know. So you put them in the pot, bring up back your heat. We are going to brown off them turkey neck here. You understand? Them smoked turkey neck here, we are going to brown them off. Right? When they are finished browned off, see? We are going to brown the chicken then into the camera girl. When these are finished browned off, we are going to be browning off the chicken pieces in this, not fully browning, just halfway in the same smoke oil. So you're getting the idea now. So look here, we are end up on part 2, you know. When you, part 1, I'm sorry. When you see me in part 2, this should be pressured. Okay, remember to know your pressure cooker. These will be properly browned off. The chicken will be properly browned off. And look here, in part 2, we will proceed now. Now we are the prepping. This is also a part of prepping, right? We'll come now of everything, and we are going to be ready to put this Easter version of this two-piece together. Hope you have gotten all that I did. You saw I cleaned the meat. We have to add a little something. Hope you were there and hope you were in on this. And look here, I want to pick up my friend Diana O from Canada into the comment section. This was courtesy of her. Please pick up Diana O. Thank you so much. See you in part 2.